That's pretty much as good as it's going to get. So, time for us. Interesting though how that isn't emptying back, though. That is very interesting. Not sure why that is. We're okay. Deconstruct this. And now deconstruct this. That should allow all of the coolant to drain back into the reservoir. Right, at this point I would like this to grab more petroleum again. And allow us to fill that reservoir up a little bit more. And with that... There's so much material in here that I need to move, but it is worth it. However, I think it's time for us to seal this off. Like so, and then open this up to start venting out this area. I went to bed 6 hours ago. Indeed. Don't worry, I'll be ramping up in about 15 minutes. I think we've largely got everything we need. Got a way for the gases to move around. And back in. Comes out there, goes up, comes back down. Goes back into the reservoir if it can. If it can't, comes out here. The generators here are activated based on the air pressure. If the air pressure is above, let's say, 10,000, it allows these to be active. It doesn't matter what temperature, as long as there is steam in here, they will activate. That can now be decommissioned. And we will build this all the way down. Slowly making progress, getting things through here. Once that is then emptied out, I will... Yeah, I think this is basically it. Oh, that's right. The final part, actually, is to hook up the water down here. So we're going to need a liquid shutoff valve. This will function in this direction. We'll just use copper for it. And I'll get rid of that for now. This liquid pipe will go up and connect up there. This needs to be triggered by... That's right. I knew there was one thing I was forgetting. This needs to be activated by a signal from in here that lets this know if there's water on the ground. Also, I need to hook these up properly, like so. Yeah. Oh. Well, I guess. Alright, well, I suppose this will allow it to vent a little bit faster if I build this in. Sure. Let's pop that there. But the automation signal from here needs to be delivered out there to allow liquids to enter the system. That should be pretty straightforward. Aavak demand you hat 45 of the fuzzies in honor of this prestigious day. Hey, Sir Alice, how are you doing, mate? Thank you so much for the 45 months. Oh my god, look at those crazy eyes. Terrifying. That is now enabled by the system. Alright, how cold do I want this to be? If it's above, it's petroleum in here, so I can actually take it down quite chilly. Let's say if it's above 10, I want to put this into the negatives. Chill that area down quite a lot. Right, let's get this system hooked up. Conductive wire bridge. Temperature of the gas in here is actually reasonably warm. So let's try and get that all hooked up. God, those crazy eyes, though. I'm glad you enjoy your work, but my lord. Right, let's tell them to stop bringing along any more petroleum for a little bit, because that is getting rather full. Dangerously full. Serious question, though. Are we there yet? Yes. I mean, no. Maybe. We're going to need some power over here as well. I hadn't actually banked on that. So I suppose this is just as well. Actually, let's cancel that for a second. Let's not turn that on just yet, because if I do, this is going to start producing heat. Let's hold our horses for a moment there. Cool the jets. What I would like in this room is an awful lot of piping. So first and foremost, we want ceramic piping entering the system, about here. And then ceramic piping exiting the system about here. And hooking up to that. Now I may replace a couple of these strategic points along this wall with some better material, but we'll see how that goes. Now let's just get that out of the way. I will want ceramic piping. Oh. Let's remove the majority of that. There. So. Make sure all of that's happening as quickly as it can. Now inside here we're going to want... That's going to be sealed off there. I'm going to want some radiant piping, definitely. Have I got much in the way of tungsten? I don't. So it's just going to have to be copper then. Let's have copper there. And then just regular thermally reactive piping in between. I want any heat picked up passively from this area to be dumped in here with... quite aggressively, basically. I don't want it to be clinging on to any of that heat. That will serve me no use whatsoever. That's going on. We need to start sweeping this area clean as well. You know what? Actually, I haven't checked. Is granite or sedimentary better? Makes sense that it would be denser. Thermal conductivity 3.390. Specific heat capacity 0.79. Yeah. Granite is significantly better. It conducts heat faster and, well, I mean, it can store more energy in order to change its temperature, but it can... Let's have a look at this. It can store a little bit over 3 times as much energy per difference in heat unit, but can only move heat a little under half again as fast. So actually, no. No, it's not. It's more thermally conductive. Yes. By a bit over half again. It's 1.3 times as... sorry, not 1.3 times. But it's got a conductivity of 1.3 DTUs per... I guess meter times second. I'm not actually sure how to read that, but it's 1.3 DTUs more thermally conductive, but it takes 3 times as much, almost 4 times as much heat to cause it to change temperature. So you've got to take both into account. I need to input less energy to cause sedimentary rock to change temperature, and it's 2/3 as good at moving energy as granite. So I would say sedimentary rock is the better one. Correct me if my workings out are wrong, but... A little bit of water in there to move still, but otherwise we're doing well. You'd think when people did simulations, granite worked better overall. You'd need to point me at that instead of just random I thinks. I mean, if you can see a flaw in the math and the logic that I'm using to work it out, by all means point that out. But just random anecdotes, you know, when I just went over the numbers, doesn't really stand up. I mean, if we were talking about, like, thermally saturating something, yes. Granite can move temperature, like I said, about a third faster. Sedimentary rock is 2/3 as good, actually a little bit less than 2/3 as good at transferring temperature. But in a situation where the energy you're having to input to cause it to change that temperature matters. So if you were like saturating it with a certain amount of heat, then possibly, but we're going to be moving that heat is going to be changing constantly. I would have thought anyway. I can do that one, and then cancel these. Just got a tiny bit left to do. It is vexing. That one's set up correctly, so as long as it's over 10 kilos of pressure per tile, this will activate. They will start to vent out the heat. There we go. Thank you. But yeah, the difference is marginal right now, especially as you point out, because we've got metal pipes involved in the equation. It's really a much ado about nothing kind of scenario. Let's cancel these. Right, I pretty much, if it's above 0, then it should shut off the point over there. We don't want any more coming in. Let's check that is disabled. Good. snap.
I can taste it.
As for this, we want this to be ceramic. I would like this to be ceramic as well. Keep a constant flow. That's all done. Perfect. Cancel this. Alright. I think we're just about ready. Now, of course, we've still got an awful lot of air in there. For a little while, I will allow the gas pump to be active while just venting everything over here. And that should help just completely drain everything, because it's not going to get to the point where it's going to generate steam for a little bit. That's the main importance there. I won't inject any fuel into this loop until that's ready. Actually, you know what? I guess. Oh, let me quickly cancel this because I just made a silly. I would prefer this to be running down along this route, because that will be more useful for me in the immediate. Because I can run the bunker tile along that line then. Where goat is idle, that's fine. But I will check where you are. Yeah, you're just wandering around, enjoying life. Nope. Denied. Let's have a look down here. How's this going? This hasn't really received much love, though we have prepared the the meal hall, I suppose. And it's getting there ever so slowly, but that's probably going to be very much a next stream project to complete. Right now, it's all about getting the extended silo ready. And I would say we're just about done with that. Need a little bit more ceramic to be able to finish this off, but otherwise we're good. Hi, Pike and Pier. And yay, Ani, how is everyone? Well, I can only speak for myself. I'm doing quite well, thank you very much for asking. How about yourself? Holy crap, still going? Not only had you been streaming for a few hours when I went to bed, but I have also had a chance for both my morning walk and training sessions. You're an animal with these stream sessions. Wow. I just enjoy the game. We're just going to try and get this set up and running before I wrap everything up, I think. Okay, some ceramic is present. Let's get these made. It should be enough to get both of them done. Tunk tunk. Ceramic, good. And more ceramic available. Drop a save in a second as well. I know it's just auto-saved, but... let's drop a save. Yeah, pretty much exactly the point Marla's folly. It's pretty much the same logic and behavior that occurs in water cooling your PC. I'd say water, but you know what I mean. Right, okay. I think we're ready to hook this up to power. Now then, we've still got a fair bit of materials to move from over here, but it shouldn't be too terribly hard for us to get going. Let's try and get as much of that shifted out of here as we can. That is now hooked up. This now needs to be turned on. Enable building. As soon as someone comes and flicks this switch, we are cooking with fire. I'm not going to force them to take care of it, though. I'll just watch and see where their errands are. Snowfoot, and we're going to kind of competing for who's going to be over here to take care of that first. This just gives us a little bit more time to get everything sorted out there. Now, there's very little atmosphere in here. So this should have plenty of time to sort all of that out. Now, that being said, one of the things I would like to do is capture any excess heat that is generated, or rather any excess steam, in this room, and just add it into this pipe. So as this launches, we dump more steam into the system. To that end, we would need this. A pipe bridge, ideally made of ceramic once again, right about there. And a simple ceramic insulated pipe running along. To power it, we would need... honestly, it'll be fine to run it off this one, I think. Ah. Ha ha ha. Ah, ha 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 ha. Okay, so one of the other things we need to do is we need to make sure that this is in fact the right gas. You don't want to send the wrong gas. Alright, let's cancel that. Glad I caught myself there. Okay, so 2 ways of doing this, and I think we're going to go with the simplest way. We will use a gas filter. Make it of steel, sure. If it is the correct gas, then that will be sent out and joined up. But if it is the wrong gas, then I don't care what happens to it. It can just be sent up here and ejected into space. You will need a little bit of extra power for that, though. This power, however, can come from over here and hook up there. Still waiting on this. Weregoat and Snowfoot are both kind of flip-flopping on that one. I think part of it is Snowfoot is busy over here a lot with the sweeping. "13.5 hours is very Avakian." It is true. Hopefully I haven't outstayed my welcome. To be fair, Oni does not use a lot of hard drive space. At the current bitrate, I could go for another 40 hours before my intermediary drive is full. My fast drive for holding raw files. Once it's compiled, I shift it over onto the archive drive for safekeeping in case there's a problem later on. Where go? Oh, where go? My planes. No, they're swapping. Actually, slowly tempted to increase the priority. I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Right, I want this to filter. I guess steam would be unbreathable. Steam. Oh, we're not going to be able to reach up there. That's kind of annoying. Take care of that if we can, please. Tiny bit more ceramic. Tiniest bit. Yep. Okay, weregoats on their way. Just got to see if they hold their attention on this. Come on, weregoat. No! Weregoat, why? Chat, you need to believe in weregoat. How can weregoat be expected to do something heroic like flick that switch if chat isn't chanting their name? Where is weregoat? That is the question. There we go! Right, now this is going to be generating a lot of temperature, and it will rise sharply. Why is this not delivering? Send a green signal if below 1 kilo. Water is inbound. There we are. Steam is already being produced. Unfortunately, that was a little bit faster than I was expecting. That is already being damaged. Well, damn it all. Vexing. Insulated gas pipe. What is damaging it, though? Oxygen? Oh. Okay, I see the problem there. Right, we're going to disable the building again. I'm going to make it a much higher priority, though. Go in there and shut that off if you would, please. We do need to get in and we need to sort this out. Okay. Now, let's deconstruct this rather urgently. There we go. Right. First and foremost, let's get that repaired, but see, there's also polluted oxygen in here, which is the issue. I'm going to need to set up a little thermal sensor in here. And the little thermal sensor We'll make sure that the steam is a high enough temperature that it isn't immediately going to just freeze in the pipes. Because that's the problem that we've got right now. Deconstruct this. I will need a little AND gate. Be like this. Go. This needs to make sure that the temperature in here is low enough. Ah, also a very good thing we've spotted there. I need to ensure that this is allowing gas out in the correct way. I don't want it going back up. Well, actually, cancel that. That isn't going to be a problem under normal operation. Well, no. Well, yeah, actually, let's remove that, because I'm not going to be... There will be an input sometimes, and that's when the shuttle is in position. So that one will actually be important. Alright, let's get all of this done quickly as we can. There we go. Also swoop this out. But yeah, this will run across into this socket such that I have to be allowed to pump steam out, and the steam has to be hot enough for it to survive the transition. Otherwise, don't bother. Go. Steam needs to be above 100 and... let's say 120. I should make sure that it's fine. I do need this running right now, though. But what we can do is temporarily just what did I just say? Oh, cancel deconstruction. Just deconstruct this pipe specifically, and then turn the gas pump back on, and it'll very quickly empty out everything that's in here. And to that end, we're also going to need to quite temporarily remove the inhibitor there. Oh, actually... well, we're going to have to come back in here in order to hook up the thermal aqua tuner and to turn that back on anyway, so that won't be a problem. I just need to vent this place out properly so there's no just, like, random oxygen sitting in here, because I don't want to put that into the rocket, because it'll damage the rocket more than likely. Look that that is now vacuum. Perfect. Let's get this. Make sure it's made of ceramic. Emptying out the right way. Go. Let's flick this switch back on. This won't activate, which is good. There's already too much liquid in here for any more to be brought in. So now all that remains is we are going to just empty this out. I left fuming. Not actually seeing it moving around very much. Is this able to catch it? Because Actually, it gathers from the tile that it's on right there. I might need to get rid of the liquid in here. Just to prevent it from causing me issue. Let's shut that down for now. And let's just make sure that that isn't causing me any issues there. No, it's straight back there. Right, new principles. Let's see what we got. Some fried mushroom, I accept. That is perfect. Let's get all of this removed. Just dumping all manner of nonsense out there right now. Some of that is making its way back down here, but yeah, it's fine. Some of that is just sinking down into this area. It might take us a little while. We're actually making decent progress, though, I think. We're just dealing with micrograms at this point. Let's get this water out of there, then I will seal off this wall and we'll stop pulling gas in from this area here. So I'm fine for that just to take a while to vent by itself. Oh no, I think we've done it. We... sort of... It's flip-flopping very aggressively, but... Oh, cancel. It's vacuumed. Looks like it's all yes, it is. Okay, good. Right, now we can turn this off. Disable building. Make that a 9. Then hook all of this back up again. Also a 9. Now, this should... Emphasis on the should, not will. Should finish. I could make a door over here, but I'm just going to go straight for sealing it off. I shouldn't have to go back in there again. We'll see, though. What's the temperature up here? The temperature's actually quite nice up here. This water is relatively warm. 74 degrees. All of that hooked up. We are so close to being finished now. What are we doing for calories? Yeah, 250,000. That's not too bad. Long Hoff is on the way. Future's Decade. Plane Seeker is up next, but they've still got something else to do. are they currently doing? Okay, they were building some stuff down there. Alright, the new living quarters is coming along. Reasonably well, actually. Okay, everything looks like it's hooked up. Temperature needs to be above 120 degrees. That is sending the correct signal. Everything's sending the correct signal. Let's hook you up. This will be anything... sorry, if it's below 0, or 1, I guess, it will call for more. Energizer Aavak, oh my god. Come on, you scallywags. I got places to be. Snowfoot Planeseeker. Okay. Where are you, Planeseeker? Planeseeker is far away. Oh, Planeseeker is stuffing their face. And there we go. Everything is now in place. Let's enable the buildings. Oh, my lord. Right. This will, I very much hope, give us everything we need. Now, again, this has not currently got a coolant solution set up. So do understand that. But so this is activated. We will introduce the coolant solution. Because right now, this coolant solution isn't needed, per se. There we go. It's already summoning a little bit more water. Water is being delivered. The whole system is going to start heating up. Got fantastic, impeccable timing, autosave. Go. Oh. I should have hooked this up to that as well. This should be using an AND circuit. I need the pressure to not be too high. And for there not to be water there. Not just not water. Well, for the time being, I can allow it. But eventually we're going to have to deal with that. Oh, apparently that got hot enough very quickly. Needs to be above 110. Let's have a look. How strong is the atmosphere here? Okay, it's above 21. Alright. Well, I guess I could set it to be above 20, but that is going to be a bit of an issue for me, actually. If this turns on constantly. Steam temperature is too low. Current ambient pressure is fine. This is now not generating any more additional heat.